Hi everybody, Nanny Claire here. Today we're making cranberry pistachio biscotti. I'm using pistachios that are already salted. So if you're not using the salted one, you have to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt to your mixture. So first I'm just going to do 1 3/4 cups of flour and a teaspoon of baking powder, and that was my oven reminding me that I've preheated at 300 degrees. So I'm just going to mix the baking powder here with the flour. In a separate bowl, I'm going to mix 3/4 cups of sugar. I use cane sugar, but you can use regular sugar. And 1/4 cup of grapeseed oil. It's not an oil that we use often, but it's really a nice light oil. You can use it in any mixture, but for this recipe, I find grapeseed oil is the best. So I'm just going to blend that in. I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm going to add 2 eggs. Whisk that up. Then I'm going to add the zest of a lemon. So now I'm going to incorporate the flour and baking powder to this mixture. You just have to mix it in there. You don't have to beat it or anything. It's a quite simple recipe, but it has several steps. And you want it to be kind of thick. Okay, now I'm going to add 1.5 cups of pistachios and 1/2 cup of cranberries. And you're just going to mix that. I'll use a fork, might be easier. Then you're going to separate this mixture in 2 loaves, about 2" by 10" each. And you're going to line a baking sheet with parchment paper, and you're going to form 2 loaves. They don't have to be perfect. It all works out in the end. Okay, so I'm washing my hands here. I'll be back. And I put this in the oven. And let me see for how long. I forget now. 1 35 minutes. Okay, so my loaves have baked for 35 minutes at 300 degrees. I've let them cool for 10 minutes before I actually cut them into biscotti. So now you're just going to cut them diagonally. And the easy way is to give a, like that. You just pound it down. And then you're going to put them back gently because they might still be a little soft. Okay, so I decided to put them standing so that they will dry, they'll harden better. So 275, 10 minutes. Okay, so I took them out of the oven, I've let them cool, and then you can just put them in a cookie tin box or whatever. They'll keep a couple of weeks in a dry place. I freeze them, and they freeze beautifully, and that way I'm less tempted to eat one every time I walk by the cookie jar. So enjoy, don't forget to share, like, and leave any comment that you would like to, and have yourself a wonderful day.